Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Dieters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Eric Dieters Consulting, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all of our platforms. Well, our lead story is, in fact, the Trump indictment. And I want all of you to know that I have done two Facebook Lives on this where I dive in it in detail. But here it is. Here is the Trump indictment, and it's hysterical. The introduction. The defendant lost the 2020 presidential election. They love saying that. That was a little dig at him, okay? Despite having lost, the defendant was determined to remain in power. Spread lies. These claims were false, knew that they were false. Now I want you, as I read this, I want you to think of the Russian hoax, the Mueller investigation, the Dunham report, Hillary Clinton's action, Schiff, CIA, DOJ, FBI, all the stuff that we know. Knowingly false claims appear legitimate, create an intense national atmosphere of mistrust and anger, and erode public faith in the administration of the election. Pursued unlawful means. And we know conspiracy to defraud, conspiracy to obstruct, conspiracy against the right to vote. The nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results. He's not the one that did anything. The co-conspirators are Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, this group of here, by the way, who all told him of his legal options. It's the most absurd. Now, this is another thing. On page 7, the defendant's vice president, the senior leader of the Justice Department, Bill Barr, the director of national intelligence, Homeland. What's funny is they say because some of these people told him that he lost, that he had to accept that. What about all the people that told him that he didn't lose? This is ridiculous. The object of the conspiracy. Now, here is what's going to be hysterical. They put all this in the indictment. And his lawyer made a comment that this is what they're going to be able to do now. They have Arizona goes from page 10 and 11. Georgia, page 12. They detail everything that he was claiming about Georgia through 16. Michigan, page 17 through 19. Pennsylvania, 19 to 20. Wisconsin, 2021. So guess what? And remember when you heard him say, Jack Off Smith say that he wanted a speedy trial? Are you kidding me? If you're going to put in this indictment all those states, guess what the lawyer for Donald Trump gets to do? He gets to say, well, we're going to present counter evidence in all those states. Judge, we're going to need a little time. And it's going to go way past old November of next year. I mean, this is indicting Trump. This is not hyperbole. This is not melodrama. They have indicted Donald Trump for his opinion based upon facts that were told to him of whether or not the election was stolen from him. Indicted for opinion based upon facts. First Amendment. It is truly remarkable. This is a piece of crap. It's a joke. It's absurd. Beyond absurd. And it shows the political persecution of Donald Trump. The co-conspirators. This is funny because they name them. I want to cover it with you. John Eastman, he's the one they're going after his law license in California. Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Kidney Chesbro, and Jeffrey Clark. So the president's not allowed to rely on these people? Are you kidding me? So guess what? Now we get to subpoena. Trump gets to subpoena all the state election officers, in all those states. It's going to be fun. By the way, on one of these charges, you can't make this up, Trump could be hung. Trump, I forget which one. Technically, Trump could get the death penalty. Ramaswamy has made open records requests about all this stuff. You know what? He's really sucking up to Trump good, but he's a bright guy. I like him. Mike Pence, the president, no one man is above the country. Mike Pence is a wimpy Boy Scout. Trump won't make that mistake picking a vice president again. I can't stand Pence. This is funny. This guy, the QAnon shaman, is outraged at the indictment, saying Trump had nothing to do with what we did at the Capitol. Did you hear about this? Jackoff Smith screwed up, didn't give the lawyers down in Florida everything he was supposed to give them. Already, by the way, did you see him come out there and speak? What a joke. I tell you right now, I wouldn't want that guy representing me in a DUI defense. Now, they keep making this issue about Trump paying Nada's and these other people's legal fees. Now, they're pissed off about it. You know why? You know why? I can tell you right now, if I was indicted and somebody in my law office, the law office was indicted or connected to me, close to me, Sabrina, somebody, the media company got indicted and Sabrina got indicted too. I would gladly pay that girl's legal fees so she wouldn't be burdened by that. And of course, they hate that because then they lose the angle that they can get them to say something. Trump has every right to help those people out. See, if he wasn't paying their legal fees, they would attack him. Why aren't you helping them pay their legal fees? The media sucks balls. Bannon wants Trump to choose Bobby Kennedy as his vice president. Now, from policy and politics, I love it. I do. I love it. A normal liberal Democrat running with it. Talk about uniting the country. Here's the problem. Trump needs a person loyal to the core. And I don't know if Bobby do that. You know, you don't want another Pence situation. Georgia's going to be next. Here's what I predict. After they release the transcript of Devin Archer's testimony at the hearing, they'll announce the indictment out of Georgia, which is funny because he's being indicted by something in Georgia, federal. So these will be state charges, of course. New York Attorney General, she's jumping in saying, we're ready to go forward on our case. This has to do with the Trump organization. Get a burner. Devin Archer says that Hunter said, get a burner and I'll get one too. We all know what a burner means, right? Biden vacations. He's vacationed 40% of the time that he's been president. And you ready for this? This is even better. President said he'd fire anybody that didn't take their vacation because the vacation's more important than your job. You wonder why our country's screwed up? No, your vacation isn't more important if you're like, the Secretary of Defense. This is the woke weird that these people are. Representative Luna says, she's the one that went after Schiff hard. She wants to start the impeachment of him. I'm still blown away that nobody has said resign. All right, ready for this? The Fitch Credit Agency, one of the three major credit agencies, has downgraded America, United States, from AAA plus to just AAA. And you know what they said? Lack of governance. Thanks, Joe. By the way, every drop in this, it increases what you pay in interest. And guess what? They also said the debt and all these other things. Do you remember the last time this happened? I do. It's 2008, 2009. Is this a precursor of what's coming? It's what they started to do. We started to have our debt downgraded, our credit downgraded in 2008, 2009. Light bulbs banned. Do you have any incandescent light bulbs? You can get fined up to $500. Who's the light bulb police? Just stupid. Vice President Harris says, though, there are no polls that say that she's doing bad. As soon as they hit her with the question, I was waiting for her to start laughing. If you've seen that Kamala Harris impersonator, oh my God, she nails it. So close. BlackRock supervises $1 trillion. And they're now being investigated because apparently they've invested some of that $1 trillion in 60 communist companies. Biden, this is amazing. Biden's border treason continues. They've released 500,000 people, illegal immigrants, just released them. It's unbelievable. Biden wants to, you get ready for this? Wants to cut spending at schools, federal funding, that offer archery and hunting. My God. It's time for a revolution, folks. Ron DeSantis, you want his campaign embarrassing? Ron DeSantis had barely a dozen people at an event where he sold beer for $1. Man, that's how bad that campaign's going. Ron DeSantis can't draw a crowd. BibleCon, this guy raised $30 million for Bibles to third world countries and then just splurged, not on Bibles. Today in history, I got something. Today in history is the day that Albert Einstein sent his famous letter to FDR encouraging the beginning of the Manhattan Project based upon what was going on in Nazi Germany. How do you like that? This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.